I think this is kind of an exercise in carrying a camera around. View camera, prepared for the moment. Silhouetted from the mist remaining from the rain. It's a pretty gray day here in Brooklyn. And why am I out looking for a picture? Well, because it's there. You know, it's probably not going to happen. But it's supposed to be pretty tomorrow. But I don't know. The light was beginning to like brighten up. You know, it's been rainy day. The rain has stopped, so I thought I'd walk around with the 4x5 and see. I don't know if there's some sort of late moment. Late in the day, shade of gray that will be less dark than it was earlier. This is Jim Goodin of Analog Photography again. I'll see where I get with this. We'll see if we can find a picture. We got about an hour before sundown. Okay, I found me picture. I'm doing sort of a detail of the vine, the tree, and sort of some stuff that's blending in, some berries that are on there. And it's looking about 45 seconds at f11, so depth of field ain't gonna be great. I think I'm going to try a couple of frames because it's here. All right, this is Jim Goodin with Analog Photography again. It's a gray day, but there was a little glimmer of light, so I decided to get out since the rain had stopped. So, what's a day without an exposure? So I was trying to get some detail there in the background on the bush. Excuse me, I think I'm dripping away there. Using the Calumet 4x5 here, made somewhere around the first of the 90s, I think, maybe 80s, I'm not sure. But it's a workhorse. It's got some limitations, but I'm enjoying it for large format, and my experience with large format. So anyhow, thanks for checking out the channel. This is Analog Photography again. Have a great day, expose some film, and we'll see how these images are. This is my makeshift darkroom that actually is working out pretty well. I've got it fairly sealed, and I'm able to do tray processing of paper negatives, which was my goal. And I actually did one totally in the blind process last week of a negative that worked up pretty well. So anyhow, these are my trays on the floor. I've got I walked around in the rain earlier, post-rain, and was looking for a moment and wondered if I had enough light. So I did 2 exposures on my view camera, my 4x5, and I'm now on the fix. And I got some image, so it's all the merrier. I imagine it's not going to be, we'll have to look under light. It's too early to tell, and that'll be determined when I show the results at the end of the video. There's another one that I've got in a holding tank of water over here. It's hard to get focused in the red light, but let me tell you a little bit about this process. This first bath is my Caffeinol. I've been using Caffeinol for over a year now with a lot of success. It's a homemade developer, and check out my videos on how to make it up if you don't know it. But it's a mix of washing soda, vitamin C or ascorbic acid, and instant coffee. And then this is my vinegar and water stop bath here. And this is a post-rinse stop bath of water to get some of the coffee stain out of the paper, which is not bad. And sometimes it works, but I added that to my process. And this is my fix here. That's a rapid fix. It needs about 2 minutes. That print's been in there long enough. So I'm going to stop here in a moment and pull it. And this is a water holding tank over here that I'm just doing to let it rest post-fix in until I get ready to turn on the lights and rinse everything. So today's post-rain trip, I think, was looking like I got something. It feels really good to be able to do this much at home. Prior to this deal with paper negatives and doing prints as I'm doing, I've been doing film in a daylight tank for a couple of years and using a changing bag and that whole thing. But now I can, in this room, cut up my paper for making paper negatives and do them under safe light. So that's really cool. So on with the rest of the video and my results coming up. Thanks a lot for checking out Jim Goodin Analog Photography again. And this is a pretty unusual find. It got a little bit rattled while I was setting up. Some people came along and in one sense would have been a good portraiture opportunity, but I really liked the untouched. So this is pretty much like I found it. Somebody's makeshift home in the park. And this is the subway station over in Crown Heights. It's just across from the park. And I photographed it a few times, and I'm going to see how it works with a paper negative today. All right, we tried this detail. It's kind of nice. I think it's infested with termites. There's a little bit of a climb to get up here. Here's another angle. Same sort of infested tree. Termites, I suspect, in all the holes or something. But some nice detail, and it'll be kind of pretty cool, I think, in grayscale, black and white. Thanks for checking out Jim Goodin Analog Photography again.